They seek him here, they seek him there. His clothes are loud, but never square.
Hi guys, it's Jessie with Style and Pepper and the Concrete Catwalk. Thanks so much for joining us for a very fabulous episode of the Style Spice series. I am so excited to share this month's episode with you, and I think you are going to love it. We are heading to the home of one of my personal fashion icons. Gina Ciaccio-Holmberg is a very talented makeup artist, the mother of 2 adorable children, and one of my dearest friends. Stay tuned for an exclusive sneak peek into one of the most fabulous closets in Kansas City.
Oh yes he is, oh yes he is, oh yes he is.
That's my shoe shelf there, and it's hanging. It's kind of cool. We wanted it to be kind of lofty, industrial, and just, you know, nice to display. So my obsession. Many trips to the Home Depot for PVC pipe and chain and wood. I mean, this is just for basics: socks, undies, t-shirts that are kind of boring.
Where'd you find that piece?
Craigslist, and it was brown, and we painted it gold, and you know, it's very subtle. Like me, very subtle. This is an old vintage toolbox that I use for some of my jewelry. He was asking $50, and of course I dwindled them down to like 25. My boots, which I would say probably 80–75% of them are vintage. I did some research and got these ridiculous inflatables. I think I got a dozen pair for like $4 with shipping. So they're not the prettiest, but so this is a vintage Balenciaga that I found in a thrift store in Nashville, Tennessee. I about had a heart attack when I was in the store. I was with my husband and a friend, and I screamed, and nobody understood. Black on black polka dots with these crazy, I used to work at Chi-Chi's type sleeves. These I love. They're not vintage, but my best friend Amber gave this was a hand-me-down because they didn't fit her. And they really are too tight on me, but you know where you can wear them. You know, you wear them for a half an hour and you're good. I've had them resoled, I've had heel caps put on, I've had them polished because they were just, I wear them so much that I trash them, which is kind of the beauty of a vintage boot. Date night boots, you know, they're not standing all day boots. This is one of my favorites, which is interesting because I'm not a kind of classy dresser. Does that make sense? Like, it's more elegant, but I think I like them because their clothes are in excess. There's like so many of them. This I wear all the time. This is vintage Trifari. And again, I got this in a thrift store back home in the suburbs of Chicago for like, again, pennies. Really interesting heel, kind of like that cone heel. Studs. I like anything with a stud. I mean, I'm probably going to stud all of my children's clothing. I'm like stud obsessed. So I would say this is probably one of my favorite pairs. Just black and white, kind of herringbone with the gold and black buttons and this belt, which is awesome. I don't think maybe I spent like $20–25, which makes me feel like it was more of a vintage store. And then I just had it altered because it was super long. This is definitely my favorite. I mean, it reminds me of Missoni, it reminds me of Fendi. It's incredible. This amazing chevron striped fur, multicolored fur with these gold buttons and this belt. I'm putting it on like a coat. I mean, it's a cape. I just told you it's a cape. Kind of feel like a big Christmas present in it, but
so cute.
Little Red Riding Hood gone crazy. This is a vintage piece. I think it was actually my grandmother's. My mom had sent a box of stuff. That's a really fun kind of little cuff. This is a vintage men's watch that I got off of eBay, which is kind of fun. I love the color, just kind of like a nice cognac. But all the gold detailing is great. I have an obsession with handle purses, which aren't the best because, especially with kids, they're just so bulky. But this one has a strap also, which is kind of nice. This was my wedding present to myself. This is my Miu Miu, which is, I love this purse. It's pretty trashed, but just black, cell phone pockets. And this is the latest. This was like many gifts rolled into one. This is the YSL Easy Mag. Some people splurge on jewelry, some people splurge on, other things. I splurge. Somebody splurges on first. I mean, just the other day I found this for like $7 and, with the tax on, a pair of jeans and a tank. This is a vintage crazy zebra sequin. I'm sure it's a tunic. I wore it as a dress. I'm 5'1", and I wore it actually the first time. I've owned this for years, and there aren't many places that you get to wear something like this. But I actually wore it for the first time last New Year's Eve, and the reason why it was significant was because I just found out I was pregnant with Frankie, so I felt like I was hiding something, and so this will always remind me of her. This is all going to be yours, Frankie.
I know, aren't you lucky? She even gave you a shout out. You get that fur coat.
I have to say, the black ones with the studs, I love them. There's studs on them. I think they're great. Would I pay the money for them? No. Would I bedazzle a pair of cheap Uggs on my own? No. But if somebody wanted to give me a pair, I would wear them.
Oh, yes, he is. Oh, yes, he is.
I love the military trend. I do. I think anything army green is great. Chunky knits, anything equestrian, and then sequins, holiday sequins is fun. Voluminous skirts. I know. Somebody has a problem.
Oh, yes, he is. Oh, yes, he is.
My favorite store on the planet, I would have to say, is Colette in Paris. I mean, when I went there, I couldn't shop, but it's so expensive, but it's beautiful. I mean, it's just, the mannequins are gorgeous, the window displays are gorgeous, the people there are gorgeous. Of course, I'm going to say Forever 21, like everybody else, but it's like a mecca. I remember when that store first came out, I was like, this is exactly what people need, is, things that look high fashion, trendy, that cost nothing. If you have an interest in it, go to every Salvation Army, your local thrift stores. I mean, that's one of my favorite things to do when I travel, especially by road trip. My husband and I will map out like thrift stores, in small towns, and that's where you really store. The construction is so unique. The patterns are so unique. Nobody else is going to be wearing the same piece. I know that's a common answer, but I love the thrill of the hunt. I mean, I can spend hours. Some people just get, overwhelmed, or they don't like to do it, but even if I walk away empty-handed, I still love the thrill of the hunt. So I think it's everything kind of thrown into one. Au revoir. Thank you for coming to my closet, and thank you to my fabulous husband for building it. If you build it, they will come. Thank you. Thanks, Jessie.
Was that amazing or what? Thanks for coming with us today. I hope you enjoyed getting a behind-the-scenes peek at some beyond fabulous pieces, and perhaps it even gave you some ideas for your own closet. For even more style ideas, check out our other video features, and for outfit inspiration, check out my blog, theconcretecatwalk.com. If you or someone you know would like to be featured in the next closet sneak peek, feel free to contact me. Thanks again for watching this month's Style Spice episode. We hope that it added a little flavor to your personal style, and we'll see you next time.
Nobody needs this much sequins in their closet.